Alright guys, welcome back to another video. So here we're not in a daily race server, we are just in one of the online servers that are available. This one's ran by, I think, Cafe Racers. They've got a couple of servers that they've been running. We're at the Red Bull Ring and we're in a Porsche GT3 992 with no ABS and no traction control. I have done a few races here yesterday, so I've got my practice in. And there's currently 17 drivers in this race. I haven't qualified. I'm going to start towards the back and see how far we can climb up the grid, so this should be fun. Looking at the pole time, a 1:33.5. My best time is like a 1:32 flat, so I've got probably in race pace about a second, I hope, on the leaders. If I get to 1:32.5, 1:32.6, that's a good lap time. So first is possible. I've done a little bit on the vehicle setup. This car, from default setup with no ABS, is really difficult to stop. The first thing that I had to do was really drop that brake bias down to 55%. I've seen people running on 52, 53, you know, whatever makes you comfortable. But it comes out the box, I think, 65% front brake bias, and the car just locks up and goes straight on. The second thing is a slightly softer front anti-roll bar to give me a little bit more grip. And then the last thing I did was bring the camber down just a little bit. That just helps flatten the tyres up, makes braking a little bit easier. And then just fuel, which we've got 55 litres today. Not touched the aero, left that all on default. But races have been fun, if not chaotic. The problem with this car and track combo, no ABS, no traction control, people spin, people lock up and create chaos. And you can see as well there's a massive skill gap between the fastest people, which I've seen people doing 1:31s, to the slowest people. You see here we got 1:40, and then the average lap time for most people seems to be like a 1:34, 1:35 or a high 1:33. But it's been brilliant. The car's absolutely amazing to drive. I have always struggled with trail braking, actually, in the past, but this combo really forces you to trail brake well. So let's go. So it looks like I'm starting 16th out of 20 cars, I think, or 19. I've got 3 cars behind me, so this should be fun, if not chaos. Let's get into it. I'll probably be quiet off the start because it needs a bit of concentration to pick your way around the first lap or two here. Just turn 1 is chaos. I mean, the Red Bull Ring anyway, I think, reaves a little bit, and everyone wants to be the fastest when they're racing online, so let's see. I'm down in 17th then now, as people are joining. 17th out of 20. Staying alive on lap 1 is going to be the key to having any chance of doing anything. I think podium position is going to be our target though. Should be achievable. Let's see if we can get a good launch off the start. As I said, that always happens here. Someone's just completely ran into the back of me. Took me out. And somehow I'm still up 2 places. try and survive turn 2. This chaos on. Already. I mean, I don't understand what he's done there. Okay, this is a terrible start. On the bright side, we are now completely out of the chaos because everyone's ran away. But I don't suspect it'll take long until we catch up to somebody. There's some more. There was like 4 or 5 places in one go. Up to 14. He ran into the back of him there. And they're all spinning. And this is what having no traction control does. First up the hill, they are miles away, but it's probably 15 seconds up the road. Really have found that the trick with this car is trying to be quite smooth, and you've got to get heavy on the brakes early but then really feed off the pressure, otherwise you just lock the front and go straight on. Left there because he was right on the circuit. Race so far. We lost 2-3 techs in that last corner as well. These guys. Oh, well, my prayers were answered. He's gone. Please rejoin safely. No. Man, I nearly ran into the back of him there. Up to 6th. Focus up now and get some pace. You can see the leaders up there, they're not a million miles away and they're fighting. We just need some good lap times here and we'll catch them. fun. He spun and then spun again. Up and runs wide. the best we can achieve here, unless the top three make a mistake now after that. We're certainly closing in on them. Just think, I lost about 5 or 6 seconds from each mistake, so maybe 12 in total. That's basically where the lead is away for us. Fast lap time round, you really do have to use all the exit curves. So it's super easy to get the track limits in fractions when you're on a fast lap. Oh, we inherited third somehow. Well, I did say it. Target for a podium would be a good place to get to. And there is our first 131. That is fast. limits there. That was going to be a very fast lap. Second in the end, so we hit our target at podium. Couldn't get the victory. Those two spins probably cost 12 seconds, and they were the mistakes. And then we'll have a let's have a quick look at the replay. See what's happening. Start. See the bowling that happened. So this was from my perspective. Good start. Place is made up. I was quite cautious as well. So, yeah. I just got bumped from behind. Nothing major there, to be honest. But then I think there was some carnage up there. That red car moved over to the left, so he braked. Hit the brakes and I just couldn't stop. All in all, good race anyway. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.